please like and retweet my tweet. Link in the description below. It would be very much appreciated. Hey guys, it's your boy Mark Sanders with my review of WWE Survivor Series 2022 WarGames. The show just got off the air, and I gotta tell you the truth, I was like half watching this show, okay, because I was simultaneously, while watching this pay-per-view or premium live event on my laptop, I was simultaneously playing WWE 2K22, because I'm trying to platinum the game. Once I platinum the game, I will review it. That's if it's before the end of the year, you know, because I have that unwritten rule of mine. You know, to do today's daily challenges on my faction, and you know, do the lifetime challenges on my faction as well. But I still feel like I can do a pretty good review of Survivor Series for y'all. The final, I mean, there's still NXT Deadline, which I might watch. I know I said I was done with NXT, but you know, I might watch and review that. So this is quite possibly my final wrestling review of 2022, unless I have been considering reviewing All Out, AEW, and Full Gear before the year ends. I didn't watch those live. I still haven't seen those shows. But if I watch them before the year ends, then I'll definitely upload those reviews. But Survivor Series 2022, I don't think I can really say how I feel about it, you know. It was a show, obviously, 5 matches, you know, five matches, and yeah, let's get on with it. We begin the pay-per-view with the women's WarGames match. We have Team Belair, consisting of Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Mia Yim, and Becky Lynch versus Team Bayley, consisting of Damage Control, which consists of Bayley herself, Dakota Kai and Io Sky, Nikki Cross, and Rhea Ripley. This was a really fun-ass match. Like I said, throughout this show, I was pretty much like half watching the show being that I was playing 2K22, I was more so focused on 2K22 than the show. But we started the match with Dakota Kai and Bianca Belair. It was awesome to see my wife, my girl Dakota Kai, you know, have like the most screen time in this match, technically, being that she starts the match. So I love that. And Bianca actually got some real good offense in for what she was doing, and before the 5-minute count ended, slammed Dakota Kai pretty hard into the steel cage, like, oh my gosh. And then I forgot who came in afterwards, but then one of Dakota Kai's teammates, you know, jumped in, and yeah, eventually, and then Nikki Cross came in eventually, brought in a bunch of weapons, did this awesome-ass dive off the top of the cage. That was awesome. Becky Lynch, I think, was like the last member, and Asuka was great in it too. There was some great stuff between her and Io Sky. Let's just skip to the end. There was some cool, there was this really cool spot when like Becky was stomping someone, and then in the background, and yes, I did see a tweet of this, someone pointed this out, Dakota Kai was doing this awesome ass dropkick in the center steel bit. That was awesome. The match ended though when Becky Lynch did a diving leg drop off the cage onto Dakota Kai, and someone else pinned Dakota Kai. 1, 2, 3. So Team Belair wins WarGames, and unfortunately Dakota Kai's undefeated WarGames streak has come to an end. That makes me sad, but hey, you know, she was undefeated for like 3 years or something, so that in itself was amazing. But yeah, so that's the opening match. And next up we have the second ever match, at least on pay-per-view. I don't think these two have fought on like Raw or Smackdown. I could be wrong, but I believe this is only the second ever match between these two The first one, which I did review on the day the show happened, TLC 2017, AJ Styles versus Finn Balor. Regular Finn Balor this time, and both of them have their stables at ringside. Another great match here between two great wrestlers. It's what you'd expect. Like I said, a great match between two great wrestlers. You even had like the team members like on the outside fighting each other for a while and like doing their own thing on the outside. That was pretty cool. But AJ, like I said, I wasn't really like paying attention to like fully on to a lot of the show. I feel like I'm doing a great job reviewing so far, to be honest though. But AJ Styles, I don't know how, but he actually got the win. And this is AJ Styles' first pay-per-view singles victory since 2019. You know, everyone's saying, oh, what a big deal this is. And it is, you know, cool, good for AJ. But, you know what? It's been even longer for John Cena. All right. His last, well, victory in general. Cena's last victory in general would have been Super Showdown 2018. I guess his last singles victory on pay-per-view would have been Greatest Royal Rumble against Triple H. Far out. So that's like a year and a half before Styles' last victory. And just saying, you know. But that was a really dang good match. Yeah. And next up, we have the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship match. Ronda Rousey defending against Shotzi. This is probably the match I paid the least amount of attention to throughout. But Rousey and Shayna both were trying to like gang up on Shotzi. Shotzi like countering everything. There was this really cool spot where Shotzi like back body dropped both Ronda and Shayna, who was like Ronda's manager, of course, into the crowd, and then Shotzi went onto the barricade and jumped off it. And what's the name of the move? It's the one that Ricky Steamboat's finisher, diving crossbody, onto both Rousey and Shayna, who were like propped up on like 3 fans in the crowd sitting down. I hope that makes sense. If you watch the show, you know what I'm talking about. That was a cool ass spot. Sometimes I wonder, is stuff like that going to result in lawsuits from fans? You know what I mean? But anyway, they got back in the ring eventually. Rousey locked in her submission on Shotzi, who immediately taps out. One of my best friends, Ryan Pierce, Spider-Man himself, did watch the show, and he was very upset by that because he loves Shotzi. But yeah, that was a fun match for what it was, especially that moment on the barricade and all that. But yeah, Ronda's still champion. Shotzi, is it going to be Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch at WrestleMania? Like Becky Lynch wins the Royal Rumble. I might have, because yeah, that'll still be a cool match, but whatever. But yeah, that was that. So yeah. And next up, we have what was honestly the match I was personally most excited for to watch from the show. That would be the triple threat match for the WWE United States Championship. Seth Rollins defending against Bobby Lashley and Austin Theory. If you guys don't know, Austin Theory did cash in Money in the Bank on Seth Rollins for the United States Championship. I'm not even joking. That's the first time that's ever happened in the history of Money in the Bank. First time anyone's ever cashed in on a secondary championship, I mean. And yeah, he didn't win. Austin Theory lost that. Then he's become this new character, and honestly, I don't like this character as much as the previous cocky Austin Theory character. I'm gonna be for real. That's just me. I still love my boy Austin Theory. And I'd rather he had won when he cashed in. I guess I spoiled the result of this match before I reviewed it. Anyway, Right off the gate, Lashley takes out Austin Theory, and this match is like fast paced throughout. You don't know who's gonna win. There were moments when like Lashley had Seth in the Hurt Lock, I think, and then Austin Theory was trying to put the sleeper hold on Lashley at the same time. You know, you had Seth Rollins like jump on Theory, or was it Lashley, and then went to pin whoever he went to pin. That like an elevated curb stomp. That was pretty cool. And Bobby Lashley put Austin Theory in the Hurt Lock, and Austin Theory did that corner reverse into a pin thing, and just before the ref hit 3, Seth frickin' Rollins frog splashes Lashley to break up that pin. And Seth Rollins, I think, in his other match ended such an awesome match ending, and like either one of these three could have won. Like that was the thing throughout this match. I would have bet either Theory or Seth Rollins being the one to win, but let's see, Lashley. No, it was Austin Theory. No, Seth Rollins. Okay, this is kind of confusing. I'm sorry. Seth Rollins had Theory in a suplex position, it seemed. Bobby Lashley spares Seth Rollins. Austin Theory quickly pins Seth. 1, 2, 3. Austin Theory is now a 2-time United States champion. Good for him, man. Such a awesome way to end the match. Yeah, like I said, I still would have rather Austin Theory won from his cash-in. Austin Theory, 2-time United States champion. That's great stuff, man. I'm happy for him. Like I said, I would have rather this happen when he cashed in Money in the Bank. But hey, he did it here. So that's that match. Now on to the main event, of course. So yeah, and that main event, of course, being the Bloodline, consisting of undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, Sami Zayn, and the undisputed tag team champions, the Usos, consisting of Jay and Jimmy Uso, versus the Brawling Brutes, consisting of Sheamus, Ridge Holland, and Butch, Drew McIntyre, and Kevin Owens. Still another good main event. I feel like this was way more about storytelling than like high action spots. Honestly, like the opening women's WarGames match was. You had the match start off with Jey Uso and Jey Uso and Butch. And by the way, my man Butch, Pete Dunne, so cool to see him main event a pay-per-view, And then Butch was getting the advantage over Jey Uso. And then when the 5-minute countdown ended, and it seemed like Jimmy Uso was ready to go, but then Roman Reigns, and I love this bit, honestly, of the match. This might have been, like, along with the ending, my favorite bit of the match. Roman Reigns said no to Jimmy Uso going in, and he pointed to Sami Zayn. And he's like, no, you go, Sami. And for context, on the last episode of Smackdown, which I didn't watch, I saw it, like, played during the show, Sami Zayn was talking to Kevin Owens, and then Jey Uso confronted Sami about it, being concerned, like, oh, is Sami going to betray us, And then on tonight's show, Survivor Series, Roman Reigns confronted Sami Zayn about it. Sami said, no, I'm loyal, and this was to further test that loyalty, of course, and they got back in. Sheamus got in, Drew got in, everyone else got in, of course. And there was this cool-ass moment when, like, what was it called? The Beast of the Bodhrán or something, that awesome-ass move with the fist that Sheamus does when they're on the ropes. Like, like that happened with like everyone at the same time. Like Sheamus doing it to Roman, everyone else doing it to someone else. I couldn't possibly remember everyone, of course. That was a really cool spot. And there was this cool moment when Drew McIntyre and Solo Sikoa were like looking at each other, kind of confronting each other, like, you're the man that cost me the championship. That's what Drew was like at Solo Sikoa. That was cool. Let's just skip to the end. Kevin Owens did the pop-up powerbomb. Wait, before I just remembered another cool spot when Roman Reigns did the spear to Sheamus. That pin broke up, and then let's go to the end again. Kevin Owens did the pop-up powerbomb to Roman Reigns. It looks like Kevin Owens was about to get the pin, but Sami Zayn, literally, as the ref was about to count to 3, grabs the ref's arm and stops him from counting the pin. And then I didn't see this part myself, but on Twitter people said that Sami low-blowed KO, haluva kick. Roman Reigns was looking at Sami in approval, and which I did see, and then he was looking at Jay, who Sami and Jay, they had some rough patches, their relationship since Sami joined the Bloodline. Basically gave him the approval to do the splash onto Kevin Owens, which he does. 1, 2, 3. The Bloodline win, and the Bloodline embrace Sami Zayn fully into the group, including Jey Uso, who gives this part, and this part I didn't see, but I saw tweets about it. Gives Sami a hug, which was nice. And yeah, that's my review of Survivor Series 2022. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys watched the show, what did you think of the show? Let your boy know down in the comments below. And I'll see you later. Peace, love, and hugs. Have a good one, y'all. And yeah, peace out. And yeah, all right.